Did you guys ever run into Young Dolph? What was your guys' relationship with him or PRE?
My brother had words with Young Dolph. Some shit went left, and I experienced Dolph, in my neighborhood in East Memphis when I was younger, seeing him in the hood shooting his videos. I was up close up on him, but my brother, he went live. You can look it up on YouTube and say he was gonna smack Dolph because Dolph was mad that yo got it and they were doing their thing and Dolph made a video and said something about everybody over there sucking dick. I hate to say it, bro. Excuse my language, you know what I'm saying? But he said some foul shit toward their way. So by my brother ripping Bread Gang around that time, Bag was cool with Dolph. Cause they got a song, I need a plug like Lulu. That was when Dolph gave Moneybagg Yo that feature. They say he gave it for free. I don't know for sure, but Dolph seen Bag finna sign with Gotti and did a song with Bag and it blew up. So Bag kinda had a heart for Dolph. So once Dolph said what he said about CMG, my brother went live and said, you know what I'm saying, I'm in tune with Bread Gang and these guys, so you speaking about that there, I'm gonna smack you when I see you. So he was like, I'm gonna raise my shirt up, make sure you ain't got no gun on, I'm gonna raise my shirt up, I'm gonna smack you for saying what you said. And that was in real life. Dolph said some foul shit, bro said he was gonna smack him, but they ain't never really bump heads with each other or catch each other in the streets or nothing like that.
Okay, now you said you used to see Young Dolph out there shooting videos. Are you guys from the same area of Memphis?
Nah, where he from, Castaic, probably about 15 minutes, 20 minutes from where I'm from. But around that time, we was in East Memphis. And over there by the Shadowbrook, the people from Memphis, they know where I'm talking about. And Dolph was shooting a video, and Joe Young Spike was shooting it for him. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he came out of Memphis and he shooting like movies for Boosie and stuff like this. So I was young around that time, about 13, 14. And Dolph would pull up in the hood, 4-5, exotic cars, you know what I'm saying, shooting this video with that jewelry on. This shit was amazing to me because I was still young and I wasn't around it. My brother went with me. I experienced it for myself. Him and Zed Zilla did a song, it's on YouTube, and shot by Joe Young Spike. And I never forget that, man. I took a picture with him that day. But that was the only experience I really had with Dolph right there. So I'm pushing the campaign, man. RIP Dolph, you know what I'm saying?
Tell me a little bit about you growing up, man. What was it like for you growing up?
From a child, I remember the last thing I can really remember from being a child, 5, 6 years old, we was in the projects. And we stayed in like a 2-3 bedroom apartment in the projects. My grandma was on Section 8. And my mama, she was in and out the house, doing her, standing outside with dope boys on the block. And my mama was in the mix. She worked for herself. From there, just growing up, going to school, I went to school and watching my mama do what she do, watching my grandma go to work every day. It led up to me getting a little older. And once I got in high school, man, I started getting in the streets. I started seeing that the football wasn't working out for me. I really love football. I really wanted to go to the NFL. And in the midst, in between time, the little church used to come pick us up by my house, by our apartment, at this Wendy's. A bus would come get us, take us to the church. They read us some scriptures and let us play basketball, feed us pizza. So I had that in me. I'd been baptized, and I love sports. I played basketball and football, and I thought football was gonna be my way. But once I got to high school, I ain't know how to control my anger. And on the football field, I was just doing things that weren't acceptable. Like soon they kick the ball off, I'm flying down the field to just hit anybody hard as I can, just to scare them, just to put that free on them for the game. They call me Pop, so I'm going through stuff at home, and that's where I release it. But once I got into it with my coach and threw them pads off, and all the girls in the school see I'm quitting the team, I just had some anger in me, man. I started getting into stuff that I really didn't want to get into, and trying to trail my brother and see what he doing and see what this lifestyle about over this way. And that's what happened. I started getting all the way into it on my own. You know, robbing and breaking in folks' houses and things that I never do today. I got a family now, and I fear that. I fear, you know, the robbers. I show the women that's in my family how to protect themselves from the robbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna keep them with a little can of bleach. They gonna make sure if any doors closing while they by themselves in this nighttime, make sure they hurry up and get in, or keep you a taser. Cause one time me and my partner robbed this lady before, and she upped the taser. We thought it was a gun. And she hit it. And we completely left her alone, knowing we way more aggressive than her. But man, I went on one time, and this girl caught her breath like in shock, like she thought she was gonna lose her life. But I really just wanted what she had. I ain't want to harm her. After that day, I stopped doing it. My partners would come over there with their money, showing what they been doing all night. I gave up. I'm like, bro, I'm done. I can't do it no more. Like, God got something on me. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And after that, both of my homies went to jail. One do 6 years, the other one do 9. It's their first time going to jail. They go do scratches. Thank God, I ain't never did that much time in my life. I did like 13, 14 months, because it's like God knew my heart wasn't never like that. I was being convinced, I was being pulled into this. I want the one that was really making it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I learned my lesson early. They led into the shows and the clubs. So now I got to fix my mind, because I'm really in tune with somebody in my hood, a real dope boy, 200,000-300,000, money changing colors up against the wall. He loved me like a real little brother. He got the right resources for me. But I'm 18, 19, so I'm doing more than what my brother was doing, just robbing folks in the city now. I'm really tied in where I can give me some real money. But he died, so now I ain't got nothing but the music thing with my brother. Now he flawed. Now I ain't got nothing but no love. Now, man. You know, I ain't got nothing but no love. So that's kind of, you know, I kind of want to just branch it through and show you how it walked up to where we at now. And now, man, I got a beautiful woman. The whole family love me. I'm calling the kids for the holidays, you know. It's still, I'm keeping it steady, man, you know. There's no love, though, for sure.
How old were you when you first got arrested?
Oh, I was probably like 18. My first charge was inciting a riot, pulling up to the school, throwing money out the car. All the kids going crazy fighting for the money. And they said it was inciting a riot, so they took me to jail for it. I did a day. I was back in school the next day. I did a day for it.
Did you ever get arrested for anything serious?
Nah, I ain't got no violent charges like Boosie. You know, I ain't got no violent charges. You know, so thank God for that. So now I'm fighting for my gun license back. So you know what I'm saying, swell my balls up and go on write them folks and go on get in court, so I can go on get them to reverse the little position, or the little position, so I can, you know, protect myself again. I got to fight for my right back. You know, but that's it.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned being involved in sports a lot, playing football and basketball. Did you graduate?
Most definitely, yeah. And my brother was there. Finesse was there. He was in the crowd. He watched it happen. I'm gonna tell you something, Capone. Like, around the time my brother was going to go do his time, he didn't do a lot of experience in our life. But I was going to Florida, my dad's side of my family. I was experiencing water parks and summer camps, and, you know, while he was doing time in jail, I was seeing the world, the beaches, and, you know, I got a settlement check when I was about 18, 19. So I was the only kid in the hood with them blue hundreds. So my brother was hurting around this time. So in his mind, all he wanted was to transition and show that he can become something, show that he can have something. He ain't never got to the point where he was financially free. And I wanted that for him, but he thought I was gonna hate that. But I want that for you. I still want it for him. You got kids and shit that I know that you love and they love you. That's my nieces and nephews. But everybody heart ain't like mine. So, hey, man.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.